A CCTV system in Malaysia shows a busy metropolitan area, cars are rounding the bend as people cross the pedestrian area. However, watch closely as something strange appears to happen. The newspaper vendor appears to vanish. So is this something mysterious, or are we just watching a glitch in the recording? If we continue watching the man that walks by the vendor, he appears to warp as a truck drives by. This could suggest a glitch or a breakdown in the footage. The video shows a father walking down a hallway in what looks like an older building. They're heading toward a vintage mirror that's hanging on the wall, and the dad has his phone camera out to capture the little one's adorable antics. Although, watch what happens.
I was taking the trash out with my son and he kept pointing at the mirror and waving and I didn't know why, so I pulled the camera out and I can't believe I caught this.
That's Rowan.
Watching that again, take note of the child's reflection as he walks away. It almost seems to separate into a separate reflection. As the toddler's reflection disappears, another child peers out from the mirror with big dark eyes. Is this who the child was pointing out? Without further information, we may never know. This video shows real-time footage on a video monitor. The camera is set up in the Redditor's cousin's room while the user is house-sitting for his aunt. No one else is in the house. So why does the monitor appear to show a dark silhouette standing by the desk?
Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room.
First, he takes us on a quick tour of the room, recording it with his camera.
There's no one in here.
He pans from the desk to the bed, demonstrating that there's no one else in the room.
Closet.
The OP even cracks open the closet door to take a look. It's dark inside, but there's no sign of life.
Nothing.
When the cameraman goes back to the living room, he picks up the monitor, which shows the live feed from the room he was just in.
Right on the monitor here.
Now, there appears to be a short dark figure behind the stuffed dinosaur.
Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room.
It appears to have a head and ears, but its body is just a dark blob. The figure doesn't move, but it doesn't disappear either. It doesn't react when the cameraman throws a ball into the room.
Okay, alright.
Some people believe that the figure is just a shadow. The poor quality of the monitor's camera is making the stuffed dinosaur's face look ghostly as well. Many commenters think that they would have a better explanation if they could see the cameraman moving in real time on the monitor's screen, but apparently he's too afraid to go back into the room. The images, which were posted by Redditor S. Casey, show a human figure approaching the back of a house. The photos come from a security camera on the property which takes pictures when a motion sensor is triggered. The images were sent to the Redditor by their mother-in-law without an explanation. The user's first reaction was to ask, "Why are you sending me an old blurry image of grandma?" Creepy thing is, their grandmother Nancy passed away in 2013. The security footage was captured this year. Compare the figure in the security picture with these photos of Nancy. There is certainly a strong resemblance. There are many other factors that suggest something odd is indeed happening here. The property is in a gated community and has a 6-foot-high fence, meaning it'd be very difficult for someone to enter the backyard. Also, the figure appears to be somewhat translucent, even though the rest of the background is quite clear. The original poster hopes that it is an apparition of her grandmother returning to make sure that everyone's okay. But many commenters are concerned that the figure is a human intruder, an idea that most deem even more frightening. So would you be more comfortable knowing this is a wandering spirit or a nosy neighbour? At first, everything looks perfectly normal. You can see 2 cars parked next to the house and a short staircase that leads down to a collection of potted plants. The trees aren't rustling, the night is eerily still. So what could be making this potted plant move? It's such an aggressive force that the plant gets knocked over. As if that's not odd enough, watch what happens next. The interior light of the vehicle on the right turns on. No one appears, even when the passenger door opens and shuts. The light inexplicably stays on for the rest of the recording. Toward the end of the video, a blinking light materializes in the sky in the background. But admittedly, this could just be a plane.